Oh, there we go. Just drawing. Make sure my phone is quiet. There we go. Just drawing. I would really like other creative people to understand how much they mean to me. I tend to be fond of those who are fearlessly creative, that are obviously not of this realm, or maybe what's the word, ahead of their time, maybe, I don't know. And God bless those that get to stick around to see their craft become some kind of success, I guess. It can be very lonely being creative, because being a hyper creative means you spend a lot of time by yourself, and especially doing what I do, I guess. It depends on if you're a hyper creative in a band, you spend all your time with other people. But in my years of drawing and seeking, it's my the reasons why I draw have shifted, the priorities, because it's still, a lot of it still is about attention. It's the only thing that I do that I feel like I'm really good at, and so of course I appreciate, feedback, especially when it's good feedback. But I mean, I've heard it all. I'm my own worst critic. But it has been, as long as I've been alive, I never thought I'd live past the age of 30, to be honest. And I almost didn't. I tried hard to make things look like accidents. But I kept waking up the next day. And it's amazing what can happen when you wake up for that last time, when you don't want to die or expect it around every corner, because there was a while there, where I was just creating feverishly because I just thought I was going to kill over any minute. And don't get me wrong, I'm still in that mind frame. Borrowed time is a hell of a drug. But I'm older now, and I'm able to look at the world and people differently than I used to, which means you can also take an honest look at yourself. I think the 40s is a great time to do that, where you can reflect, hopefully, on yourself and go in instead of constantly seeking things that are out, you know. And then you can be better true to yourself, which makes you a better human being in the long run. Being honest with yourself is the hardest thing you'll probably ever have to do. And that's why a lot of people don't do it. Through art, though, and other creative folk, other creative endeavors, I've managed to hang on to some shred of imagination from my childhood. And I'm still able to peek behind the curtain when I need to. I'm not one of those typical adults. I don't think I stopped aging past like 25. I'm just a really old 25-year-old. That's what it feels like anyways. But then with my dreams, the dreams fill me up so much that I don't even know what day it is, let alone how old I am. I'll be walking down the street and I'll just like not even realize where I was, and but then remember, as I'm walking, or be there, and then just right back to where I am, like I just switched places with somebody else's body in another dimension or something. Yeah, that's probably what's really happening. So, anywho. Oh, crap. Hold on a second. 1 second. Let me read some of these comments. Hey, thanks, Hawkeye. You guys are cool. You guys are A-okay in my book. Hey, Brazil. How you doing, Sandra? Sandra Maria Bertelli. Chad Hill. How you doing, buddy? Chad, I'm sorry I said I didn't say anything. I can't read the comments as I'm drawing. I'm very poor. Oh. Well, I'll take that anxiety off your hands, Jared. It's my gift to you, I feel the anxiety and I make the art, so you don't have to. I'm what you might call a creative empath. A hyper-creative empath. I hate labels. I really, really hate labels. I think they're the stupidest things. Except for when it's on a poison bottle, a bottle of poison. I really like labels on poison bottle. Other than that, not for me. I wrote a song about it too. It goes a little something like this. Well, down with labels. I hate labels all day long. Down with them all day long. Labels suck. Labels suck. I hate labels. Except when they're on my pill, poison bottles. Still working on that one. It's coming together though. It's kind of catchy. It's catchy, like catchy in the rye, Catchy. I don't know where I'm going with this one. I'm just kind of building out from here, as you can probably, I take it I give my viewers some credit. I think most of you are actually very smart and gifted and talented and wonderful people. The wonderful people. The wonderful people. Ooh. I think my stomach just farted. But I can't tell because it's all inside, where it's dark and beautiful. Where the sun don't shine. And yet you're eternally and unholily mine. Is that a poem? Did I just write a poem? I don't think so. Alright. I drew this face last night, I remember. That was the last thing I drew last night, and I drew it upside down. I had never drawn a face upside down before, friends. It was quite the experience. I have to admit. Let's put some kind of, I don't know, headphones or something. Just something up there. Something that goes boom in the knot. Chad, I think you know what I'm talking about. You little boom hound, you. You little boom hound. You can't cash checks in the dark. Just so you know. It's only in the light that the banks are open, just so you know. If you go to a bank at night, good luck. Because you're not getting out of there, mate. You're not getting out alive. Oh, Chad. Now I'm gonna go. If you're gonna go, they're gonna go, we're all gonna go. I'm gonna go with you, Chad. Goodbye, brother. I remember the days of us dancing in the sand, brother, Chad. I do remember those days as if they were quite like it was yesterday. Pretty sure it was, brother. I miss you, Chad. It's been years. Quite rightly so. Seeing as though years, it's been since years have passed between us, my friend. And those were the years, weren't they? Like hourglasses in the sands through our fingertips. I remember doing our laundry on the great River Euphrates back in 1906, before the pyramids were built. Do you remember, Chad? I remember. It was a glorious time. It's a wonderful time. Dangerous, wondrous, glorious, industrious. We were right there in the heart of it, Chad. Building, burning, pillaging. Like wonderful warhounds. Like what is it called? The dog? The three-headed dog? Cerberus? But only a two-headed one, right? Unless you want an extra head. You can have the extra head, Chad. I love you. I'll give anything to you. But other than that, I think that's all we got for the questions going on out back. Hey, Story? Yeah. Story, you over there? Yeah, I'm over here. Hey, yeah. So what's going on next? Are you gonna be playing a song or something like that? No, I was thinking I was just gonna be drawing for a little bit. I didn't even know there was gonna be people out here, to be honest. Oh, well, we can go if you want. No, it's okay, man. I'm here. You guys are here. Might as well just. Who's the guy with the knife though? Oh, that's Gerald. You don't know Gerald? No, I don't know Gerald. Hi, Gerald. Hi. Oh shit. Are you okay? Do you want some water or something? Oh, I'd love some water. You'd like. Hey Terry, can we get some water in here? Oh yeah, Rod, getting on that right away. Sorry. Thanks, guys. Yeah, just wait a second, Gerald. We'll get you some water. Oh, thanks. You're welcome. But yeah, what's going on, Story? What have you been up to today, yesterday, tomorrow? What's going on, man? Oh, I was thinking about drawing the future. That's what I'm doing right. This is a map. This is a map to the future, and that's Gerald. Don't say anything, Gerald. This is a map to the future of your destiny, my friend. Oh, well, that's exactly what it looks like. I didn't want to say anything. I didn't want to be like conceited or something, but that's exactly what it looks like. Yeah, I know. I knew you were gonna say that. Oh. Because I'm you. Well, that doesn't make no sense. How do you mean? What do you mean? I am you. You're me. And I read your mind. And I know what your favorite flower is. The flower of time. The moon. The locust. The river Euphrates. Burning bodies in the sand. I know you. I know where you've been. Not the real you. But the one that was born in the sand. 20 feet from here. Hello? Hello? Oh, I'm alone. I'm all alone out here. Okie dokie. Let's keep drawing. Yeah, sometimes I like to draw like far away from the camera because because I don't want you guys to get infected. So it's best if I stay back just a little bit in order for you guys just to not get infected. So that's what I'm doing this for. I'm doing it for your safety. I love you more than life itself. And the last thing I want is for any of my loyal followers and believers and disciples to be infected with this artistic void vapid consciousness that I am spewing out before you. And it's a long story. Just you don't want none of this. telling you, it's wonderful. It's horrible. It'll get you. It'll make you think you're some kind of god for a day. You don't want none of this. Was this Tim Meadows? Oh, it's art, man. What is it? It's art. You ever done it? Only once in a bathroom stall with a stranger. Well, who was doing what? I mean, oh, they were writing the joke, and I was drawing the penis. Yeah. Those were the days. Now you can just what do they call it? 3D, create or whatever. 3D imaginate a bathroom stall and just make the graffiti before you even, nobody even ever has to go in there and dirty it up. You just can make your 3D design of a bathroom stall and just draw all over the walls if you want. That's the wonderful age that we live in, friends. That's the age that we deserve. Makes sense, don't it? Didn't it? Doesn't it? I think. I'm hungry. There we go. Some arms. I'm going to probably draw some legs. Oh gosh, but I do have quite a bit on my mind. I'm actually really looking forward to going to sleep tonight. Because holy moly, my dreams have been on fire lately. They have been absolutely lit. I mean, I wake up in the middle of the night and I look out my window and I don't believe what I see because I can't see it anymore. My eyes are blind because of my dreams. Doesn't make any sense. How did I even know that I had a bedroom window if I was blind? How would I even know? Huh? So I just like to trust my instincts and, just go right for the jugular every time. But my dreams have been quite exotic lately. And I wish that I could bring all of you there. This is the closest that I'll ever get. Or that you'll ever get to seeing my dreams. And what they kind of look like. Because just when you think you're onto something, or you see something, or you just made a friend, and you feel safe in just one little spot of this one little area, some little vine or twig or branch carries you off this little river of sadness into another little nook and another little cranny. And that cranny is full of other little things with beaks and eyes and boobs and stuff. And then it's all just downhill from there. Or uphill, whatever you want to do. Are you Sisyphus or Sisyphus? How big is the boulder, friends? Let me cure you of the boulder. I'll take the boulder from you. Hold on a second. One little second. Well, I got a boulder. Wait a second. Hold on. Well, I've got a boulder. It's burning for you. Well, I've got a boulder this side of Kalamazoo. I got a boulder. Burning for you. Yeah, you. Oh, darling, my boulder is golden for you. Yeah, you. Oh, yeah, you. It's burning, it's golden for you. All right, everybody, that was based on a true story called Love Will Find a Way. Stay tuned, because Clark and the Classics are coming up next with What the Fuck is Going On Behind Closed Doors. Hit it, Clark. All right. What the fuck is going on over there? Oh my God, we're all gonna die. Okay, that's enough. That's enough of that. Wasn't prepared for that, Clark. You're ahead of your time. We got to sign off because I think we just broke several rules with the FCC, FDC, whatever the heck they're called. That federal radio. The federal radio people. All right, everybody. Here we go. Hold still. No. Hold still. Just wait. Not you. The people in my head. I'm trying to make it to where y'all can see it better, but it's not possible. Maybe right here? I don't know. I'll bring it down. There we go. And then I'll work over here. Okay. So yeah, I like to sing and dance when I draw because it makes the lines more smooth and even and linear. Smoke and mirrors, devil's lettuce, these things mean nothing to me. They don't change who I am, except sometimes, except most of the time. But still, they don't do nothing compared to what art does. Oh, art is the oil to my bleeding, to my beating, bleeding black heart, and you can take that to the bank. Tap what? Tap twice. D Nice. Does anybody remember D Nice? Boogie Down Productions, BDP. No, maybe. Well, they're funny. A group of funny guys. They deserve your attention. D Nice. It's a long time ago. Now there's some kind of beast coming out right here. Oh, there's some texture in there. But it looks like legs or something, you know? I'm just trying to like get legs going. There's this movie called The Mist. That Frank Darabont, I think, did back in 2011 or something like that. And it was actually really cool. But there were these monsters in it that I always liked. They're very tentaclistic. They're tentacular. How do you even say that? They have tentacles, or they look like just a bag of testicles walking down the. I don't even know. That would be something different that I probably can't say on YouTube without getting arrested in Florida twice in one night. And I swear to God, everybody, that was an accident. That wasn't even supposed to be there the first time. I am still hungry. I still had to purge so much when I got to the prison. So I'm like really hungry now. I can't believe I escaped. But that's what happens when they underestimate Stoic Grub. It's all about the art, babies. It's all about the art, children. It's all about the art, adolescents. It's all about the art, my friends. Everybody, all of you. You can go back to sleep now. Just go back. Just don't say anything. Just go back. There's 75 people in this room right now watching me draw. But they're not supposed to be. They're supposed to be sleeping. There we go. Okay, they're sleeping now. Jeremy, close your eyes. Thank you, buddy. Jesus. Shouldn't have to tell your followers that many times to close their eyes. But you do, every once in a while. And then you got to make an example out of one of them. It doesn't matter. I probably shouldn't be saying this stuff on. It might be a record of it later. It's no big deal. Everybody's happy here. Everybody's fine. A little hungry. Other than that, we're totally full of everything else. And then this thing comes down. That way this, right here, can do this, and then there can be like another shoulder. Some kind of thing, just like lifting up there. There we go. And now I can pull this leg back there more and bring it, give it life. Give it some life. It's important when you're creating to give it some life. Give it some, yeah, give it some zest. Do you know what zest is? It's when you not peel, wash a lemon or an orange, and you just zest it. You get a little one of those little things. You just zest it, and you can put that in ice cream. Like during the summer, you can like freeze it into ice cream. That's it. Or put zest into people's eyeballs when they're trying to eat. That's the best thing you can do with it. Besides several hundreds of other things, but those are the two best things. Ice cream and eyeballs. That sounds like a Pixie song, I think. I'm scared for the future, my friends. I, I I don't even speak like I live in California and I don't even speak Spanish. So how in the heck am I supposed to speak robot in the future when my robot master overlords take over? How are we even I mean, huh? I don't even know how to add 1 plus 1, let alone look at the world in ones and zeros and interpret it into such a way that I can, get the robot's philosophy and religion down before they take over. That way, I'm like one of the few people, like bag of meat, that is standing after everybody's like, taken out by the apocalypse and stuff. What do you guys think? Does anybody have any thoughts? Okay, let me know. I can't see any of the comments right now because I'm busy doing this, and I can't look at the comments because I'm busy doing this stuff. So, you all talk about amongst yourselves, and I'll try to keep it straight. That's my job. I'm gonna take a bulldozer and run over this pen with it, though I hate this pen. It's running out of ink and I don't like it. Okay, just give me 1 second. I'll change it up for you. Thank you. No problem. Here, try this one. Whoa, that that smells good. Smells good. Oh my god, it's brand new. Anyways, where were we? You were on a little rant or something. I don't even know what you're on about. Well, it doesn't matter. I'm just hungry. I want some ice cream. Don't we all? I wish I have some homemade, but it's just not frozen all the way yet. I want some right now. I don't care if it's not frozen. No, it's like liquid. Oh, liquid ice cream? Yeah, but it's not like what you. No, I want a milkshake. No. It's not like what you think. It's different. It's not gonna taste like a milkshake. It's not even. It's not quite there yet. You just don't get it, do you? No, I just want my milkshake. I want a milkshake too, buddy. Believe me. Everybody here wants a milkshake. Every single one of us does right now. It's not just you. I get it. Believe me, trust me, I love you. Little shit. I do. And we'll have to go out and get a milkshake after I'm done finishing this drawing. It's only going to be another 73, 74 hours or something like that. Just hold on to something. Not my leg. Not my leg. Let go. Oh, god dang, dude. Well, you said grab on yourself. Yeah, but I meant like a table or what? God dang. It hurt. You took a chunk of meat out of my leg. You're holding it in your hand and bleeding. Well, I didn't know what I was doing. You don't know your own strength, too. Huh, well done. Yeah, thank you. I know that. It's okay, buddy. Honest mistake. They happen, and then we just gotta work through them. Am I right or am I right? You're right. See, friends, that's exactly how we can all get along. Me and this person have never met before today, except for about, 3 or 4 other times? Yeah, 5. Yeah, like 5 other times. So other than that, we've never met before, except for 5 times where we spent weeks and months together at a time. So there are 5 times, but those times were very, very, very long. 5 times, yeah, that's it. Well, sometimes that's all you need, is 5 times and 17 years to get to know somebody. And I barely know him. It's just like scratching the surface. He's some kind of muggle. Well, you're some kind of wonderful. Aw, that's the sweetest thing anybody's ever fucking said to me. Damn, dude. I wasn't even expecting that. Well, it's true. Oh my god. Stop. Stop. Dang. You're gonna make me cry over here, you little shit. What's that? Nothing. Love you. Love you. So anyways, everybody, that's the meaning of life. And that's why you should draw every second of every day of your pathetic little lives. Or not. It's completely up to you. I love you. I'll love you and I'll stand by you either way, unless you don't make art, in which I don't even care if you live or die. Okay. Or if you listen to music, we might be able to hang out. But if you don't, if you don't make art and you don't listen to music, and you don't pay me, I don't know, like $50 a month, you might as well be dead to me. I don't mean literally. I mean financially. And in this world nowadays, friends, that's a big no-no. So just heads up. I like this. This is actually turning into something kind of cool right down here. Wasn't anticipating this. And I'm gonna do like a back of a head thing with some kind of weird ear. Maybe it's like a mule, like a weird jackass. Draw some hair. And then the other eye over there. Doing that. And then a nose. Something like this. A little anger in those eyes. Let's put some anger in those little eyes. Teeth. Angry little teeth. There we go. Perfect. Oh, it looks like a moose almost. Draw some bottom teeth. And that'll be the jaw right there. The draw. And now, if you guys ever see this drawing ever again, you'll be able to remember the day that you saw me add this little weird, stupid donkey thing into the drawing. Because it's going to disappear here in a while. Doesn't mean it's not there. That's the beautiful thing about art too, is like the symbols that you can do, the things that you can say without saying them out loud, It's pretty wonderful. I admire artists who can do that flawlessly, seamlessly, without having to like spell it out. Oh, shit. And you just witnessed one of my first mistakes that I've made in a very, very long time. But that's an easy thing to cover up. But I consider that a mistake. Try to draw this little face around right there too. Gotta imagine the face being wrinkled from the brow line being a little bit frustrated. And shadows. Instead of shading, cross-hatching. And then those little lines will become something else later, I'm sure. But for now, it's this. And I'm going to draw black behind this, just so it stands out more. There, it's like walking through the... I'll turn it around. I don't know if... Of course it has to be far away like that. Can't really see it. I like the legs. They're kind of silly. Hey, weirdo. I'll show. Sorry if my internet sucks. Does my internet suck? I can't see the chat. I wasn't. Oh, thanks, Pastor. Sorry, I'm trying to. But I could never win, no matter how much I try to get the details. That's the little head I drew upside down last night. That's the first head I've ever drawn upside down, and it looks actually right side up. It looks pretty darn good. Oh shit. Sorry. But this is the one I started a while ago, because this this dude asked me to draw the. I forget his name now, but he asked me to draw the terrapin turtle from the Grateful Dead, and so I just did my version of it. And he bugged me for like months and months afterwards. He's like, you gotta do the turtle right or something. I was like, dude, that's the turtle. So we had this like friendly kind of like banter back and forth about it. But usually just the first stuff that come with this one in particular, especially it's just the first things that come to mind. And then they just find their spot in the piece. And you just gotta kind of trust yourself to know where it's gonna maybe sort of end up. Maybe. But they always say, the journey is half the battle. Wait, it's funner instead of there on. No, that's not it. I have learned from experience that the excitement and the adventure is in the journey, not the destination. And so, my little mind, when I put things together, or when I connect something together, or when I connect two things together, and they end up looking anamorphic or something like that, or they just have like a characteristic to it that makes me happy. I don't know. It makes me happy. I'm not able to articulate myself very well. Just got lost in my head for a second. Getting closer and closer to these big. I guess May is going to be a really big art month for me. I have a really big solo show in this huge art gallery downtown here in Paso. And then towards the end of the month on Memorial Day, for 3 days, I'm going to be selling my art in Morro Bay at the Art Walk, or the art in the park there. And I'm super excited to do that one because that apparently a lot of people go to that one, and it is just beautiful. It's beautiful. I love Morro Bay. It's just a cool little town. It's right next to the ocean. that's coming up. Gosh, it's already 16th of March. Wow. I was thinking about it because when I posted that thing about my guitar or playing guitar, I don't even know if it was 1995. I was 15, and I on the 15th of March, which is the Ides of March, if anybody knows anything about Shakespeare or Shakespeare. I mean, he wrote Julius Caesar, but Julius Caesar died on March 15th. They call it the Ides of March, and something I've been fascinated since I was like I've always been fascinated by Julius Caesar for some reason ever since I was like 14, and I ran away from home. There's just a little bit of weird synchronicity there, but I ran away from home on March 15th of 1995. I was 15 years old. We lived out in the country, and I got on my bike at like 9:30 at night and rode my happy ass into the darkness, this shitty little flashlight and everything I could carry. But I think it was about 2 or 3 weeks later is when I started playing guitar. I thought it was still in March, but it could have been early April. And that was the same time, like April when Easter happened. My sisters left to Modesto to see their mom, and then I had a room to myself, and so I had my sister's room because I didn't have my own bedroom, and um, and I just like I think I just told this story recently on here, but I got all my clothes together and I cut everything up and I started writing on everything and I just cut up all my jeans and stuff, and I like never dressed the same after that ever again. And then a few weeks later, if not sooner, I started playing guitar on my sister's boyfriend's guitar. He taught me 5 chords, and the rest is history. That's why it's like you meet people sometimes who are like, "Oh man, I wish I could play the guitar. Oh man," it's like, well, if you really did wish hard enough, because for me, it's not just wanting to play guitar. I'm not like a solo guitarist or something. I can't just sit down and shred it or something like that. Um, I've never been interested in that kind of stuff, but I've always just only wanted to know enough so I could write my own stuff, write songs. And if there's such a thing as any sort of success in that front, then I've been a success in that way because I've written quite a number of songs. Not that they're big hits or anything like that, but it's a wonderful way to exercise the demons. That's what it's all about. And if you're not able to what I was saying earlier too, like about people who don't make art. So I was making a joke, but like they're worthless or something. But I was thinking what I was trying to say too was like it's a relationship between people who create and don't create, where people who don't create usually appreciate art a lot, or there's for me it's like music. I appreciate music quite a bit, and good art when I see it, it just blows my mind. That's the thing too with art. It's kind of like an either or. It kind of blows my mind, or it just kind of it's like okay, cool, whatever. It's I never really look at stuff and critique it in a way like because people have definitely said that my stuff is bad or good or shitty or great, and that I've heard it all, and I would never look at art like that, like good or bad. It's just I don't know. You know it when you see it, but somebody, no matter how bad you think a piece is, or how horrible you think a song is, even, I guarantee it. There is some motherfucker out there who is gonna love that shit. That's one thing I know for sure. Tastes vary, and it's a beautiful world because of it. And that's what keeps art alive and keeps people thriving and minds glowing and learning. And it's a relationship. It's a very personal thing that we all share on some way, in some way, or on some level, anyways. And it's a huge like art is like, and just being creative and thinking outside the box. I mean, that is a force inside of you that is dying to get out, wanting to get out and just explore the world with a new mind, with a new soul, with a new spirit. It's it's an insanely wonderful life, and we're all stuck in it together. I think it's fucking awesome. I can't wait to see what happens next. Because there is just this thing too where it's, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. Even though in the New Hope in Star Wars, when Kenobi I don't know why he lets Vader kill him, to be honest, because it's not like he came back and did all that much to help anyways. The same idea though is like, if you strike me down, I shall be more powerful than you've ever imagined, but I shall never prove it. But I think that the idea is there, of, you know, people thinking that they have the upper hand simply because they're aggressive, or they think that power is everything, or they think a certain type of power is everything, like violent power, and or even money, like having all the money, like money is power, like, so having all the money in the world makes you this, but it's once you just are able to even like scratch the surface of the truth, and realizing that that is absolutely 1000% not the case, and that we have universes of material and ideas and wonderlands and landscapes that in our just each and every single one of our own brains alone carries in us universes of ideas, and once people just start scratching those little itches, that's when you'll start seeing real change on this planet, because that's when we evolve, and like we move on to the next step. Can't believe what we look like right now. To like imagine just stepping outside the box and just looking at this place from the outside in. Like, would you go in, or would you send probes? I would send probes, like drones. It's just such a crazy life, and it's an honor to share it with you guys. Draw the same breath, the same air, the same earth from Gaia. This crazy fucking living terrestrial rock that we managed to latch onto and create, carve out our little wonderful lives out of. The ancients were smart. They did it in stone. We wouldn't be fossilized. We would just be blown off the face of the planet for what we've done. This generation, I think this is like the 7th incarnation of us humans. That's what it feels like, anyways. And the next one is going to be insane. Like, in the membrane. Just remember that. I said it. Here first. Okay, let me read some of these comments. Sorry. Let me come around here, and let me grab my ukulele. Okay. Okay, good. There's not that many. I don't feel so bad. Okay, yeah. I turned my Wi-Fi off tonight, so it's actually, well, and that's what I'm saying. It's not about being as good as anybody, because I'm only as good as me. And there's like a friend of mine. His name's Grant. You should look him up, Pastor. His name is Grant Gordy. He lives in Brooklyn, and he's an old friend of mine. But this dude, I mean, when I was playing music with him, he was when I was 18, he was 16. This is back in '98, and he could play like Hendrix at 16, dude. This guy was just fuck it, absolutely incredible. Still is. But he went down a more. By the time he was like in his early 20s, late teens, he was already going down like a bluegrass route, and now he's basically like he covers all. He's like jazz, all sorts of stuff. But he's played with a lot of the greats, and like what's that guy like the banjo dude, Bella Fleck. He played with Bella Fleck in the Flecktones at Carnegie Hall. Like this is like one of my good friends. We don't talk so much anymore, but I love the guy. And so yeah, when I'm sitting next to him, I look like a fucking idiot, or I feel like one. But I mean, he used to play my songs with me, and he taught me a lot too. But we both have like he has we both have passion. That's the thing. Like where what it boils down to is just having the passion, the drive inside of you. And I'm not saying this is you. I'm not saying when I say you, I don't mean you. Because you don't. I don't think everybody should be making music, maybe, or But but I would never knock somebody for trying, or just like what you were just saying, like you don't write stuff, but you play a little bit, and that's the thing where it's like there's no. I don't know. We all bounce off each other. Something I've been thinking about a lot too is how like there's a such thing as genius. Like my friend Grant is a fucking genius on the guitar. He is the real deal, right? And but it's not like that came out of nowhere either. It's not like geniuses just come out of nowhere. And it's just like it takes a village to raise a child kind of thing. Where I think it takes a whole city or a whole town, to create a genius. And every town has one, maybe two, or you know what I mean. But and a genius for different things, maybe whatever, for different reasons, for different because every town or every region is going to be different, and so like a certain kind of genius will pop up where it's needed, and in the right kind of person, hopefully it'll do good things, because there's plenty of geniuses that we'll never hear about or that we hear about that have done horrible things. um, but there's a creative aspect to it as well, where once you realize that we can create the world that we want, this is where I start sounding like some kind of flower child or something. But the perspective and like how we can connect in different ways than how we're told to react to each other and connect with each other or not connect, for that matter. Again, we gotta start thinking for ourselves. I'm telling you, the best thing I did. It's now been, man, over a month or something like that since I've been off those pills, too. And I've been seeing dragons. No, I'm just kidding. They were just antidepressants, but I got off those. But I also got off fucking Facebook and Instagram. Still not on those at all, and which means I'm not on. I wasn't even on that many other things, anyways. I'm sure I'm on some that I forgot that I'd never used, anyways. That's platforms. This is the only one I still use, and same old story. But it's just it's amazing how much I don't miss it. I just don't even think about it. I find myself on YouTube a lot more, but at least and I watch like shorts and things, and I just get stuck watching them. But I also watch cool ass shit on YouTube, or I try. But there's nothing good about Facebook or Instagram. Nothing. Not for me, anyways. I can't. Not for what my brain does to me when I'm on there. To each his own. It's just like alcohol. It's just like there's some people that could have 10, 20 beers and they're totally fine and jolly and cool. And then there's somebody like me who has 10 or 20 beers and tries to throw himself off a fucking building. It just wasn't, I wasn't built for it. As much as I thought that I could handle it, it was just killing me. And that's again, there's nothing better for you to do than once you get off that shit, and then you start what's happened is like I've started becoming more social in real life, and at the pet stores I work at, I'm like I don't know. I just try to greet everybody like as an individual, even people that wear hats and clothing that I don't agree with, you know, or not agree with, but I makes me think like, oh, you're just one of those people that wears a hat and you think that that answers everything or something. Like, and they people wear political clothing in such a way you're just like, what do you what do you I don't understand what they're trying to prove. I don't It's just so weird. It's like sticking up for somebody who wouldn't like, like piss on you to put you out if you're on fire. I just worshiping somebody, like, it's just on both sides, on all sides. Like, people worship the weirdest people, you know. It's just strange to me. I love people, you know. I look at people and I feel for them. People that come into the store, sometimes people are angry and messed up, or just like they just want to talk. They just want to say something. And so I just listen. I try to make them happy. I try to make them laugh. And you can tell, like, some people just don't even get that much. They don't, it's been so long since a stranger has shown kindness to them that they're taken aback. And sometimes people react to kindness in that way with anger, which is the funniest thing to me too. But I get that too, because it's like a wild animal being cornered. You don't ever want to corner a wild animal, especially with kindness. Let's just say that kindness will get you nowhere when you're cornering a wild animal. There's ways of approaching things, and that's what I've been trying to learn with people. But sometimes you got to take a chance and hope that they're gonna like laugh, and most of the time they do, because I've been trying new shit. You want to hear my stand-up routine, Kathy? No, Sean. I just want to get my pet food and go. No, 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 no. You're stand right there. You're gonna hear this shit. Sit down. I put a chair there. Shut the fuck up. Sit down. It's 2 hours long. Are you recording? Send this to Comedy Central. That would be a good setting, though. You know, there's all these sitcoms and stuff like that. You know, a good setting for a sitcom would be a pet store or a pet shop, such as mine. And not that I would like them to have any animals, because I don't have pet, or we don't sell animals or anything like that at my shops. In the ones that I've always worked at, we've always just sold food and like supplies and stuff. Um, and I don't know how that would be funny, because people can bring, because in the show, in the sitcom, people could bring their pets in, which they do, and you get to know the dogs. And because I get to know people's, I've met so many freaking dogs. I got bit by a dog at the pet store in Boise. Pretty good too. He like would not let go of my hand, and it was like punctured and it was like bleeding, and I'm like, can you tell your dog to let go of me? And he was like tugging my hand away from me. I was like, no, let go. I got a rabies shot that day. But that's the only time I've really ever been bit. I got bit by a squirrel, actually. Somebody brought a squirrel in and put it. She had it. I was like, is that a squirrel? She's like, yeah, it's a squirrel. And she just took it off her shoulder and like threw it on my shoulder really quick, and it bit me in the ear. I sued her and I lost. She got everything. She was my wife. I'm just kidding. No, I don't think. I think it bit my finger. I was giving it a treat. It just, squirrels are biting. Wow, that's really hard to say. Squirrels are bitey, just in general. But it was a cute squirrel. But I had it put down because of it. So it's gone now. I don't have to worry about being bit anymore. Again, I'm just kidding, of course. I just wanted to make somebody laugh out there. If they were listening, I hope that made them giggle. Alrighty, folks. Well, Story has got to go inside and rub his forehead for 25 minutes. Solid. So, oh my god, I feel good. I just wanted to say hi. It's my Friday, and I just wanted to say that I love you, that I was thinking about you, and I think everybody out there knows exactly what I'm saying when I say this. Art is fun, art is great. It's better than love and hate. It's built for you, it's perfect for me. For all of eternity. It's art. Art. It's art. Something like that. I'm gonna go eat some Jack Flaps and some muscleberry juice. So hope everybody else is having a better night than I am, because mine is about to get quite horrible. Not quite. You too, Passer. Sorry about the internet. I'm gonna have to talk to my aunt and see if she can have their, because we've been having issues with it at my aunt's place. That was the one thing about the motorhome, is that it got really good Wi-Fi. I think. I hope. Because now I can never tell. Because it looks clear to me, but then people would be like, "Oh, I can't see I can't see it. I can't shake them." But, anyways, I appreciate the company. And y'all be good, okay? Thanks, man. I love y'all.